Welcome to Celebrating Everyday People, where we recognize those amazing people doing amazing work out there. My co host is Malcolm Berman, and my name is Yana Larson. You can find us on malcolmpresents.com and on Malcolm's YouTube. We also have a Facebook page, and we're on Buzzsprout in all major directories and beyond as we enhance our online presence. Today, our guest is Rachel Schmidt. And we're pleased to introduce her as owner of Body Positive Massage Therapy. Rachel is passionate about helping others heal, grow, and find greater comfort in their daily lives through a variety of massage and bodywork modalities. She works to relieve physical and emotional tension while supporting her clients on their individual wellness journeys. With years of experience and a client centered approach, Rachel tailors each session to meet specific goals, helping improve range of motion, reduce pain, build confidence, and enhance overall quality of life. She has developed effective deep tissue and myofascial release techniques and continues to expand her knowledge to better serve those in her care. She studied craniosacral therapy and somato emotional release through the Upledger Institute, and these specialized modalities can benefit individuals experiencing the effects of cancer treatments, post traumatic stress disorder, TMJ disorders, spinal injuries and conditions, chronic pain, migraines, and fibromyalgia. Dedicated to lifelong learning and compassionate care, she is committed to helping her clients achieve their wellness goals and experience the healing benefits of therapeutic bodywork. We are excited to have Rachel with us today to share her insights, experiences, and passion for helping others feel their best. Welcome, Rachel. And I will start off by saying I have had the pleasure of receiving massage therapy from Rachel, and I can honestly say I felt so much better.
Thank you, Jonna. I'm so happy that I could help you.
You really did.
And
And
well,
there
the
were so
next
many.
time you're in Los Angeles, please give me a call. I need
Yeah,
everything I can get.
do you fly to clients around the world, say?
I mean, if they offered me a plane ticket, I might.
Well,
There you go, Malcolm. Maybe you'll have to do that.
do you do anything on the internet on like Zooms like this of showing people how to or
Oh,
what muscles
yeah.
to stimulate or
I can
whatever?
honestly say that this is my first Zoom podcast I've ever
Uh,
done. Um, and I haven't done any teaching, but I am in my ninth year of practicing massage therapy as a licensed professional. And I'm almost to that 10-year mark, which is really exciting because I still don't have any carpal tunnel, no aches and pains, no sciatica, which are all common ailments that massage therapists tend to get from standing and like pressing into the body's tissues all day.
Yeah.
So I actually became a yoga instructor to kind of save my career in my second year of doing massage, where you're still kind of building up the muscle. My thumbs would hurt so bad, especially right here in the thenar eminence, that I would be sitting at dinner, like at dinner parties, like just massaging my hands. Like it hurt so bad. Like I couldn't not focus on the pain. So I realized I need to stretch more. And
Yeah.
at the time, I was working at Sequoia Wellness Center in Rootstown, Ohio. And I went up to the front desk to go use the gym because where I did massage, it was right next to the gym. And the receptionist, who I was kind of friends with at the time, were like, "Hey, Rachel, like, are you here to sign up for yoga teacher training?" And I'm like, uh, I wasn't, but
I
I
am
am
now.
now. Because all my teachers in school, I actually went to North Coast Medical Training Academy in Kent. They all said, like, "Oh, you're so calming and relaxing. You should really just be a yoga teacher." And I'm like, "What?" Because I've only ever done like restorative yoga. Because me and my sister would do that together, other than like the yoga DVDs that we'd get at the library and do at home. But
Well, you're
then I
multifaceted.
yeah, like I heard a lot of people go into yoga teacher training for themselves. So that kind of made me like feel more motivated to do it because I'm like, yeah, like I do actually want that for myself. I do want that knowledge of being able to help my body through this like preventative, like mobile medicine and kind of like upgrade my mental health with their philosophies like the yamas and niyamas and just like going to massage therapy school, going into yoga teacher training. I had no idea how much I was going to love it, and it was such an amazing experience.
Wow. Well, that's what you were meant to do. And before we started, you were talking about how you and your sister would give your stepmom massages, and your
Yep.
sister would do her head, and then she became a hairdresser, hairstylist, and
Yep.
you did her feet. So, what
Yeah,
a
and my
good
sister
way!
always would cut her Barbie doll's hair and then
Oh,
started requesting like mannequins to practice cutting their hair when she was just like 12 years old. And
wow.
my stepmom said, "Well, you're gonna need to learn how to massage people's heads because when you wash their hair, that's what they expect."
Yeah.
That's true. That does feel so good to have
Sometimes I just go to my barber alone just for the shampoo. The lady who shampoos it and sort of like runs her finger through my head.
Hmm.
for your hair, not through your head.
No, it through my head because from the hair it goes through my whole body.
Yes.
It's so
Yes.
relaxing. And
Yeah.
I was the only person who opted to touch my stepmom's feet. Like her feet weren't gross or anything, but everyone's a little grossed out by feet. And I guess I wasn't. So my stepmom's like, you know what? You're really good at this. You could do this for a job, right? And I'm like, nah, no way.
Uh,
And I kid you not, the whole time growing up, I had it in my head that reflexology was the only type of massage therapy that you could do. So I got into 10th grade and I was talking to my guidance counselor, and she's like, there's actually a massage school really close to us. And I'm like, okay, massage school. Okay, I remember like that could be an option for me. And then I'm like, what does it all entail? And then my sister ended up getting me my first massage when I was 15 at the spa that she worked at, that she did hair at. And then
oh,
they like massaged my whole body. And I'm like, whoa, what?
whoa.
I'm like,
Oh,
I thought it was just for the feet. Dang.
Dang.
well, you knew what you wanted to do. I, on the other hand, when my interests were all over the place, but I remember considering massage and thinking that would be really cool.
Yeah,
That's
I always considered getting a massage.
what.
I
Not the
always
giver, the
love
getter.
people their first massage ever because just the look on their face afterwards.
Yeah,
Do
well,
you
I
ever have
had,
people who are nervous about it though? Like, I don't know if I can just lie there and let somebody touch me. You ever have that?
Oh yeah, like I get that a lot. And to those people I always say, we can just work on your head. Like if you have headaches, I could just give you a head massage for the hour, or I could just work on your back if you just have back pain and that's your only issue.
Hmm.
And that tends to be like a lot more calming for people who like aren't used to people like touching them a lot.
uh,
Yeah. Oh, that
I
reminds
have no
me.
problem. You can touch me a lot.
I was
Well,
just thinking of children or people with autism who might not like to be touched, but that would be a helpful sensory experience for them. Or is there let's see, a section of massage that therapy that is geared towards people who are averse to touch?
So actually, that's one of the reasons that I went into craniosacral therapy. So
Mm,
that craniosacral therapy is goal oriented to help relax and rewire the central nervous system. Um, it's mostly for the client's own nerve system to recognize its own tensions in their body in like a very light and non-invasive way that doesn't seem threatening to the client's nervous system, because some people
Mhm.
are hypersensory and they don't even like to give hugs or high fives.
Right.
And then some people have just had trauma and that's caused their nervous system to like reject touch. So it's
Yeah.
really healing for a lot of different reasons. And especially people with fibromyalgia who are like, man, my body hurts so bad. I wish I could get a massage, but every time I get a massage, like it just hurts.
Mm.
So craniosacral is a lighter approach to like help the body recognize where it's holding tension and relax that instead of like pushing into the tissues.
You did one thing on me, and I don't remember what it was called, but you just touched very lightly on my lower spine, and whatever it did, I mean, you weren't like, you it was. Do you remember what you did for me on that?
I think maybe I did a little bit of spinal traction.
Oh, okay.
In craniosacral therapy, we can go underneath the back and cradle
Yeah,
part of the sacrum and then part of
that's
like the
right. That's what
lumbar.
it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we kind of like traction it away from each other in a very, very light way. But sometimes when I have clients lying on their stomach and I'm massaging their back, and I can tell that their low back and sacrum is really sensitive from years of compaction or like herniated discs, I'll like use that light pressure while they're laying on their stomach. And it kind of like serves the same purpose to just like gently traction the spinal column away from itself and the sacrum.
Well, when I was about in my early 50s, I started running marathons, and
Okay.
I went to Shiatsu. I live in Los Angeles, so there's a lot of Asian massage places. So I went there, and there was this little, I think, Japanese girl or Chinese, but I would call it the good hurt because she
Mm.
would take her elbows and put it into my back, into my legs, and it's sort of like it was almost painful, but it was painful in a good way. And then she would walk on my back and dig her heels in,
Oh my goodness.
and it felt good. While she was doing it, that pain, but
Ow.
the pain was good. So it's called that the good pain. Do you do anything like that?
That is something I've definitely considered because I mean, using gravity, just using your weight with your feet to massage sounds amazing because you wouldn't have to be pressing into your wrist bones and
Your
you
phone
wouldn't
won't hurt.
have your back. But the thing is, you need to have bars installed from the ceiling so that you can hold
Oh.
on.
Oh,
And
which
my ceiling in my house isn't gonna hold that type of situation. And I actually did have a client ask me, they were texting me and they never did end up coming in for an appointment, but they were texting me like, please, will you just walk on my back? Like you can even sit down in a chair while you do it and just use your heels. And I said, no, no, like I have a friend who specializes in that and like this is her information. And they're like, oh, but you're so much closer to me. Like I could just lay on your floor and you can just walk on my back. And I said, you're not laying on my
then,
floor. I'm sorry.
and then I have a friend who is he was trained in Finland, and he used to be a trainer for athletic teams.
For the ski jumpers,
And he knows, like every once in a while he'll give me a massage, and every time he gives me something he knows on the neck, and he said this goes to so and so. He relates as he's working out with the legs or the back, he's relating to what this does. And I'm, as you can tell, a senior citizen, and I think
no.
you can tell by my white beard. Uh, and the lines in my face and my speech patterns. But
Oh,
he,
you're a young thing, Mark Malcolm.
listen, when I go to the doctor, every time and I complain, he says, "Oh, it's old age related." And I have some good words for him also, which I can't do on the internet. But
My dad used to say, when people asked him how he was, he goes, "Well, for the shape I'm in, I'm in pretty good shape." And he really was. Uh,
I
so,
mean,
but,
yeah,
but
sometimes you just gotta look on the bright side. Could be worse.
Yeah, it could be.
Right.
Well,
But
how
not,
nice for you that you can work in your home too. That's got to be pleasant.
what
It's been really nice. I don't think I could ever go back.
Yeah,
well,
I
it saves gas money.
Gas
right.
money. I can keep my prices a little bit lower because I don't have to pay the extra overhead. I can just do my laundry all in the same place because laundry is like half the
Yeah.
job.
And
Well,
I
you,
know when we were off camera talking about you said your husband plays a sitar.
Yes.
If you could do your I do transcendental meditation, and a lot of the times when I do it with music or Gregorian chants, but occasionally I'll do it with Ravi Shankar with the sitar music because there's something so relaxing. So I can imagine you give your massages and your husband plays a sitar in the background, and we hire both of you.
music and is a part of your house and your dog
You.
and your room is so I mean it's I was looking around at when I was getting dressed afterwards and they're just all these little things to look at that just make it seem not clinical but just very homey. Reminded me of Boulder where I grew up. It was just
Oh, I've
very,
always
I
wanted to
call it
go there.
funky. Well, you would love it, but I mean, you've got a really good setup there, and yeah, don't go to Boulder.
And by
Yeah,
the way,
my client would not be happy.
did you find out your clientele is within a certain age group, or is it from the young to old?
It's really all over the place. Yeah. Um, I would say uh people between the ages of like 21 to 45 and then 45 to 70 is kind of equal 50-50.
Hmm.
Well, I
So,
always recommend. Okay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Malcolm.
I said I always recommend for people that do certain things like that you do, which in physical therapy, start concentrating more on the senior citizens because we're getting older and older. We're living to be to an age where everything hurts, which I'm at
Yeah,
that age now.
Like just knowing that I'm here is half the battle. Sometimes I'll have neighbors say like, I wish I'd known you were here sooner.
yeah,
Like I had no
yeah.
idea that you're right here because sometimes like people can't travel very far.
Right.
And that's what
Because
I like
even
about working in my own neighborhood.
right, because even getting in and out of the car and getting places is hard. That's half the battle. Do you find that um, the winter time maybe you might have more clients because people with arthritis and the cold and all that, or is it just pretty steady all throughout the year?
Actually, I have noticed that because that's something I have to kind of like save up for and gear up for as a entrepreneur and business owner. And what I've realized is there's a slight slow period from February to May, and then in May it starts to pick up a little more. Like I
Yeah,
always that I get some gift certificate buyers for, Valentine's Day,
yeah, or
but
Christmas. Yeah,
yeah, and Christmas. Christmas seems to be a pretty busy time. I might get a little slower between the end of October, beginning of November, but then as soon as the holidays hit, people are like, "Oh, I'm so stressed out." Like
yeah.
my family's stressing me out, or like, "Oh man, I just like cooked all this food, now my feet are killing me."
Well, as I say, I have a show called Tush Twins, which is on malcolmpresents.com. And you go Tush Twins. And it's me and two women, actually, but they're both in New York. And both, they're in their 70s. And what we talk about is every day you wake up, there's another pain. It's almost sometimes, okay, what's wrong this week? Oh, my back, oh, my shoulder, my arms. Which is perfect
Yeah.
for, which is perfect for you. But what I was gonna, we're getting close to actually, we're less than a minute before 20 minutes are up. Can you imagine that?
I know. I know. I said I had a lot to say.
Right. Right. But anyway, if we should talk off camera one day about if you want to do some videos, like maybe 15-minute
Ooh,
videos showing
yeah.
how different parts of the body or something different. If you have like a dummy or something that you can lie down, or your husband, I'm not calling him a dummy, but where you could show, if you have this type of ache, rub it in here and sort of do a series of that, and also then advertise your.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, we could do something like that. Like I could even demonstrate craniosacral.
Yeah.
yeah.
I I I
In
I,
your spare time.
I that
But
was our 20-minute mark, but we can
there's just,
continue it.
can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So one of my clients is a doctor and he's so sweet and he'll buy packages and he'll let his kids use them. One of
Aw.
one of his kids just graduated college and the other one's still in college. So they're young. They're like maybe 19 and 21, 22-ish. And they just came to my house the other day. Whenever he books an appointment, I'm like, I don't know if it's going to be him and his wife or if it's going to be his wife and his daughter. And this last time, both his kids showed up. And I'm like, that's so cute. Like going to get a massage with your sibling. And they love just sitting in my living room and petting my cats. And it just felt like so wholesome.
Yeah, well, that's what it is. I mean, it's so homey. You have your cute dog and everything, and right, you have a dog. Am I
No,
getting?
no, I don't have a dog.
No.
I used to have a dog. Maybe his spirit is still here. I like to think so.
And then the next
Oh,
time we also have to talk about how meditation fits into this, because I do
yeah.
TM, the
Oh,
transcendental meditation with the. I've done that for about 50 years with the. When I'm from New York, when I was in New York, Swami Satchidananda, not Swami Satchidananda, I forget who it was now. Uh, Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. I think he's the one that started the transcendental meditation.
and then
Well, he
you
didn't
have a
start it,
name
but
for
he's the one that
yourself.
popularized it.
You had a name for yourself when you had your
Oh yeah,
long.
well, back in the I was into that whole era of meditation. So I used to have a longer beard. Now I have this short beard. I used to have longer hair. So sometimes I wrapped in a ponytail. And it was where the Nehru jacket was popular. I used to wear that, and I used to believe in love beads. Yeah, I don't know if you remember that. It's sort of like it became worry beads. So I used to
Yeah,
call
I
my
have one of those.
Yes, I call myself Maharishi Mahesh Malcolm. Anyway, I hate to tell you.
That's a good note to go out
Yeah.
on. All right. Well, Rachel, thank you so much for being here. I imagine you probably wonder, what am I going to talk about? But we ended up talking a lot, and it would be great to have you back sometime. So, to close, we hope you have enjoyed our show. If you have any questions or comments, please send us a message at malcolmpresents@gmail.com. Remember, you can find us at malcolmpresents.com and on YouTube, and Celebrating Everyday People on Facebook and Buzzsprout. Goodbye.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you for joining us. And it's not maybe we'll have you back. We will have you back
Yes.
if you
Okay,
if you have the time.
sounds good.
Okay. But and happy Juneth Day.
June,
Juneteenth.
Junie? No, Juneth. Is it
I think Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
And after the show, we have the US second USA World Cup.
Go
So
USA.
watch it and root. Bye.
Bye. Nice meeting you.